position. We've got Kixan operating outside B. Looks likely to be that B split. They've smoked off towards Red Room, taken some mid control, and Horzak will baiting in a Liege, I believe, in towards that cave.
What are they? I thought they were going to go B. They had the grenades and everything, but now they're walking in the middle instead. They're going to be smoking off that top position. I wonder if... They couldn't see anything. I don't know how they made this call, but it looks like it's going to work out for them. Floppy goes down. It's Nerds with a practical run and gun at the P250 in the back line. And that should be enough for a bomb plant here. Safe and sound, and with 4 people towards the donut position. How on earth are Complexity going to get it back in and defuse this one? They have the smoke to maybe put on top of the bomb, but still, there are so many Glocks on the other side.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is possible, Anders, I'll be honest with you. That was such a great entry for Nerds in that P250. Floppy got nothing done. If this kill goes in favor of Heroic, I dare say that's round over. I would love to be proven wrong here. Also finds one on the retake. Grim will join him as well. 3 versus 2 in favor of Heroic. There's just no time for this defuse to come in. You have to just hold the defuse now. The only way you can win the round. It's kind of working out, but it will be Tesses to close things out in a comprehensive manner. Pistol goes in favor of Heroic, and you're right, they were ready to go in towards B, but they made the God call in towards A site. Like, all of a sudden, smoke RB, and you lose them in overtime, and Lake dominated them as well.
He did. Yeah, a new name on a lot of people's lips all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Floppy. I don't think he wanted to get caught like that. I don't think he expected that level of aggression, but it came his way nonetheless. Holzer almost going down, but look at the damage that they've managed to do here. The T side incredibly low on health in spite of the fact that it's a 4 versus 4. The bomb getting, well, nearly getting planted in Liege. I don't know how he found that angle, but he did. Nerds goes down, and they're attempting the bomb plant, I think, for the 3rd time now. And finally, they get it. It's JT to go down next, and suddenly we're in a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, I've liked these calls from Heroic so far. It's been quite loose, quite simple, and apparently very effective, as it looks to be a 3-0 here. Smoke on top of the bomb. Retake still possible for Complexity. Grim will find them an even keel here, 2-on-2. It's down to Saw, though. Can he find the kill through the smoke? The defuse has not been confirmed. Saw's got a freebie here, and he wins out. Technically a 1 versus 1 clutch, Anders.
From the coach as well. Hasn't played, what was the stats like, in 1,300 and some days?
Yeah,
really
I think since the start of 2020. And he wasn't known as, like, I think he was playing for, like, Havu and, like, other Finnish teams and stuff like that. He wasn't, like, a household name in terms of, like, a player. Definitely has been as a coach. Lots of success across multiple ends lineups.
Yeah, super well respected. Him and Snappy seem to have...
With the stand-in situation, but the worst possible start they could imagine. 5-1 down. They did have a pretty convincing round in the previous, managed to recover a couple of AK-47s here. Battle in towards the cave. It's going to be JT coming out on top once again. Tesses does significant damage. JT probably doesn't get away with this one. Pre-fire from Kick. Sandbriggs is back to a 4-on-4.
That's a very focused hunt there for Kixan. You could tell he knew that he hadn't escaped, and he decided to just push him into the corner there. I love that. Grim, a bit of a double position here. He's got a teammate. Yeah, if you peek that angle wide, you're going to be in some trouble. But there are lots of Molotovs to be thrown that will sort of have to make the move around. So we'll see if that's going to be a feature of the round here. They don't actually have any picked up at the moment, so it might be a little bit of a trouble in that sense. And look at Elige. He's closing the map behind them. Timing is everything. Nerds is waiting for him, though. And if he's too early here, oh, it couldn't have been better for Elige, just as Nerds was checking top mid. And now they have no choice on the Heroic team. They have to push forward here. Double setup towards the tunnel itself, and almost looked like they weren't ready for it anyway, but good job on Floppy to get the kill. They'll close it out with a nice triple.
Yeah, nice work from Floppy. Some confidence-building frags there. And they've gone for the former here. So, blocks, a couple of Deagles, some Kevlar to be fair, and the players had a bit more cash. It's going to be Nerds and Tesses, but this should be a walk in the park. For Complexity, should being the operative word here. JT playing on the front foot here, knowing he has the weaponry advantage, getting a lot more information. Another smoke down to elbow to alleviate some pressure. Nice work from Tesses. He sacrifices Nerds for a couple of kills. The Liege will maintain the advantage. They've taken a lot of damage en route as well. Grim doesn't spot the player sneaking out with the smoke. That's Kixan. He's going to find a gap over towards the B bomb site. Horzak there is quickly there to plug it. Should be a couple of kills for him, but the round continues to spiral here. Complexity left in a 2 versus 2. A lead down to 9 points of health. That's about what Heroic have got on their side of the equation as well. It's just down to Floppy to do the heavy lifting here, and it should be a win for Complexity.
Should be close to being a deagle headshot. My God, if you would have landed it. Now it's the coach.
Go on, let's go, Saw.
In a 1 versus 2, you love to see that, a chance for him to make a bit of a highlight for himself, but obviously very tough position to be in right now. Peeks at the perfect time to take down Floppy. That's the kid right on top of the bomb. The spray, he tries to get Elige. One bullet would have done it, but he can't find Elige to steal it away from him. That would have been so sick.
The timings is working so nicely for him there. Like, he gets that 1 versus come down for the clutch. Maybe there would have been enough time to win it out, but they hold on. Complexity starting to rack up some rounds now. Ali showing some aggression, some confidence perhaps as he pushes in towards A main, trying to catch them on the backstab. He's gained a lot of territory. You don't expect him to be pushing this early on. SS though, that's a cheeky kill, Anders. Down to Ali now, he's going to spot 2 up towards the ledge. And speaking of which, he'll take 2 of them down. Great spray to bring this back into an even situation. AK was ready for Hulza, but he nails the shot. Going to be Kickstand deploying some utility towards the B bomb site. That's where they'll end up as well, but it's Floppy and Grim. Prime position, going to get at least 1 kill here. There's the first. 3 versus 1, and Saw, I'm not believing this time he'll go down. So Complexity starting to climb back to their feet now, Anders.
Yeah.
But certainly stabilizing now after losing the pistol. Oh, a different stance towards middle as well. The double incendiary, completely blind is Kicksan. Elige with the bounce flash from Donut takes him down. JT, maybe a little overzealous there. They had the man advantage, was quickly given back.
And his teammate had fallen back from Donut, right?
Exactly,
so there was nobody there. That is maybe a bit of a slip up here. Elige trying to see if he get back the advantage, but they've been wiped out on that A-bomb side. Also, the only one left. Might get a kill here with the AWP, but surely they'll stop challenging him right after that, and they're actually making damn sure they're not going to expose themselves. So bomb gets planted, and Heroic, after losing, well, 5 in a row, they are back to winning another round here. It's Holzerk. Not much that he can do.
Not anymore. If he hits that shot, maybe there's a bit of wiggle room. But now the hunt is on. Almost 0 chance that he saves the Zorb. And Saw, of all people, confirms it. Nice work. And they're back to their winning ways. At least get it to sell somewhat. Bear in mind, Heroic did get the pistol victory as well, of course. We'll see if Complexity can offer up equal punishment. As we get into the second half, their T-side campaign starts with 5 players over towards A. And in terms of their setup, they've got a couple of smokes, 3 flashes, and Shush to deal with, who opens things up with a devastating headshot. Make it a couple. He couldn't do much more than that, Anders, as they have got the man advantage, but they'll continue with their push in towards A.
Shush continues to play really impressive Counter-Strike here, but now it's up to Nertz, and he gets run down. The Glock is just so powerful here. The dualies from Kicksan. Yeah, he doesn't want to stick around. He can't even be allowed to escape. It's Floppy to find him right through the smoke, and it leaves Saw and Tess's. How do they bring this one back? Oh, the bomb is right there in front. Saw, he'd love to interrupt it.
It's great.
It's a risk. It's a nice idea, but it doesn't really come through. And now they're at a massive disadvantage here. No kit, no smoke, no nothing to work with. You just have to hit some crystal headshots to make this one even close to possible. And it doesn't seem likely. Floppy is lightning fast on the other side. Got the clutch at the end of the last half, and now he's up to a triple in the pistol here. Looking to see if he can do a little bit more. It's Tessus to finally get a kill, but I think time has run out. Even with that kill, it's no longer a winnable round.
Might as well save the Kevlar. If they are going to force buy in the second round, might as well save yourself $650, I suppose. And there we have it. After getting the opening 2 frags, courtesy of Shush, they couldn't find much more. Floppy with 3 in total. Continuing his strong form he started the show towards the end of that first half. You're going to see a lot more of that from Floppy in this series, I dare say. Like we said, though, going into this one, it would have been a 50-50 game, like on paper. Heroic, like 10th in the world. I think Complexity at 9th, or it's the other way around, I'm not sure. It was like a 50-50 game. Now, heavy favorites are Complexity. A rough start. And we'll see if they can dominate this B bomb site. It's getting a bit dicey. Back and forth we go. It's Floppy thrown into another 2 versus 1. Same bomb site, similar scenario. No one's towards the cave this time. 76 HP to work with, and he's up against the 2 pistols of Tesses and Shush. The Danes working in tandem here. Up against one of North America's finest.
Is he going to rely on the wall bang to try and do this one? Surely he's going to try and stop them at the ramp before they even get close. Here's a nice headshot taking down Tesses. But there is an AK picked up now on Shush. Oh, and he has to put that out. Yeah, the Molotov to try and force him back here. There's no kit, obviously, on the other side, so 10 seconds, a real long time to try and win the fight. Floppy getting closer, and Shush will shut him down. Spins around for it. Does he have enough time? I think he just might have. So that's a crazy close round with almost nothing brought into it. Heroic just all stacked in the B bomb side, and they get it right at the end.
Oh, it's unfortunate for Floppy. With the Molotov going down, the Eco coming up next. Yeah, it's a little bit dicey. We'll see whether they can do anything with this one. It looks like we're just going for a simple A play here. You're smoking towards CT spawn and donut. Glocks is running, objective plant the bomb. If you get anything else, that's great. Very unlikely it's going to work out here. They're yet to deploy the smokes. There's no rush, I suppose. So they're going to try and have the element of surprise, though. Even with the slipping of the nets, you can see it's so difficult to take down those armored opponents with just the Glocks here. No bomb will be planted. A kill will be found for Floppy, but that's all they really get. And it's Heroic now starting to look a little bit... They've just been absolutely pantsed here.
Counter-Strike.
Talked about it before.
On aim Heroic, but not notices. 6-6 at the end. They were... There's a bit of a rough showing for Complexity. A very slow start, we'll give them that. They were 5-0 down, but they recovered that.
They did.
Quite frankly, what, it went 6-6 at the end of the half with Floppy's clutch.
Yeah.
So it's not like they had a huge deficit to recover. 6-6 pretty par for the course. Yeah, and they won the pistol. Yeah,
Floppy
that's a
got
good
them
point.
3K in the pistol to
Yeah.
win. So it was all lined up for them.
So yeah, like, there's not really too much you can say in that regard. There's not anything that was that unlucky. They've just been absolutely pantsed here. I mean, in the second half.
Tessus, Shush, and Nerds are all playing really high-level Counter-Strike, and Saw hasn't been really much of a detriment to them at all. So, like, you got 3 players that are playing that well, you might as well power on through. Nerds in the middle with the AWP.
Saw's got more frags than, what, 3 players on the server?
Yeah.
4 if you count JT, he's got the same amount. Like, this is pretty impressive. Like we said, there's 1 kill around from him. That's all he kind of needs.
Yeah, that's magnificent.
Just don't overstep the mark. Nerds. Not known to be an AWP. He's picked it up, Anders, and that could be enough to send us to Vertigo.
What did they do right now? Did they just use Grim to try and distract and pretend it's an A hit? If they don't, then they have to try and go
Grim
back.
hasn't had a frag in about 10 rounds.
Yeah, but that's one of the problems. The other problem is they don't have time, right? Now that whole idea is kind of dead. It's Nerds in the middle, sniping them and just picking them apart. 2 more kills to his name. He's been playing magnificent Counter-Strike. 20 kills overall here, and it's Holzerk on his own. He can't even get to the bomb side. This is done for Henry. Heroic. What a shocking beginning to this best of 3. It's Tessus at the end to take down Holzerk, and Heroic to win the map. That's impressive.
Oh my goodness, what a showing that is. It started off... Didn't expect a full investment here, and that's the case. Ecoing around these 2 saved rifles. You expect there's some sort of boost here usually. Some sort of tactic to get you a pick in some regard. There's a boost, not with the rifle though.
So awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say probably not worth it, the USP.
Well, you mentioned it on Ancient, the trouble in CS2 with boosting. And
it's just like, it's such a, it feels like almost 50-50. You go for the boost and then all of a sudden you just start bugging out on top, and it's like, you have to like dismount with noise at that stage. It's just really annoying.
Okay, got a couple of different tricks up their sleeves. One over at the B side, one here with Tessus trying to look on top, but hasn't really been working out for them so far. No one is anywhere near the B bomb side at the moment. Still, yeah, they'll dismount that one over at the B side too. So slow start to here. Also, that flick looked like it was nowhere near.
No,
Tessus will take him down.
I think he was caught off guard there a little bit. Wasn't expecting that
Yeah.
sort of angle. Bear in mind, there's so many different creepy crawly positions now in New Vertigo. Like this catwalk area, I still think will be an issue for a lot of people. Your muscle memory is not trained to go in this particular angle.
Yeah. There's also a flashbang on Saw, so when the fight breaks out.
Time here, Anders.
It is running up the clock a bit low, you're right.
He hits these sort of shots, let me tell you. Absolutely nails Floppy, and the USPs, like you said, is taking a bit of aggro here. Back and forth we go, 3 versus 2. Tessus with the remaining rifle, P250 in the hand of Saw. 15 seconds here, they can segregate these fights. Go for the swing now. Not gonna happen, bomb planted, maybe advantage for Flex here. Grim will find Shush in the end. Tessus continues to fight back, and we're into the 1 versus 1 against the in-game leader, JT. Mentioned it in the first map of Ancient. He's always very good in these cerebral moments, so he can outposition his opponents. Does exactly that. Tessus loses all the track and information of him. And it's going to be a recovered round there for Complex.
Really important. And the relocate as well. It's good job overall for JT. And we're at a 4-3 scoreline. But again, they had 2 rifles saved in the last one, Heroic. The fact that it was that close is still kind of good news for them. They are able to buy into this round, even if it means Saw on the MP9. I think you'll take that. Holzerk back. Here's a classic position. Looking through the yellow curtain just to see if he could spot anything on the other side, but not able to so far. Nerds down here. It's a free kill. Floppy not even checking it. I wonder how Nerds got there without Floppy even thinking about it. That's an unfortunate way to go down.
Nerds is looking super sharp right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real problem. Plugging the holes where Dexter is absent. It's off angle for Teslas as well. They're going back in towards B at their peril, perhaps. That's where Nerds resides. He's still got a decent amount of util as well. Molotov, T-Molotov as well, bear in mind. We've had the nerf of the CT Incendiary. So important to point out the difference. He had 7 seconds, a deeper spread. Oh, he just funnels him into that grenade as well. Really nice play from Nerds.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. Grim, his ears still ringing. Nerds looking to see if he can do anything here. A lot of players on the other side, but the backup is coming in. They're actually all rotating, so they have the read on this one. Heroic, they should never lose this round. Pretty much everyone's at the B bomb side. There's only 20 seconds left. Complexity, I doubt if they can even step foot onto the bomb side at this point. Look at the fire just burning them back here. It's Saw with the incendiary to take them down. And the rest are, well, they're out of time.
They should stop going in towards B. They are getting absolutely pummeled on this side of the map. They're not getting past those B steps. They're getting manhandled. Ripped limb from limb. Now you give this a couple of flashes.
Yeah.
Basic util. They're not even getting past those B steps. And now, now you can see the smiles coming back out.
On the CT side, I mean, they can win this next round. The money is going to be questionable on Complexity.
Yeah, this isn't the walk in the park. People might have anticipated it. It's probably Complexity's best map. Not many people can beat them on it. They haven't lost it in the last 3 months. And even with a coach playing, a manager, yeah, there's actually a pretty good showing from Heroic. Up 5-3, very important round here. JT has been removed, but will be answered back by Floppy early on. He's still got Nerds though, the king of the B bomb site. Great playbook he's got. Mixture of calculated aggression, solid anchoring. But now, playing on the front foot, gonna find Floppy on the other side. Key frag. That's to be delivered next. He seems to favor these white boxes more often than not.
So close to them spotting each other over on that B side. That can mean everything. If Floppy can actually win this fight, it'll force a rotation over from the A side, and suddenly there'll be some room to attack over on there. But down to 52 seconds here. Floppy, not quite sure where he wants to go with it. Gonna have to put out that Molotov. Oh, he does burn a lot, but yeah, they know that he's back there somewhere. Can they afford any more grenades to get rid of him? Not really. Now they're running it back, and there's only 40 seconds left.
Have they not learned their lesson, Anders?
Not yet.
Do they not know that Nerds is waiting? Oh, now they've got 30 seconds, and now they know the bomb's kind of isolated. It's by itself. The flashbang again from Saw. He keeps sending in that sick flash that's granted like 7 kills at this point.
I think so. Oh, it's really
and again, they don't get past his B steps because Nerds is too powerful. Why do you keep challenging him? I don't get it.
Just stubbing their toe on the same piece of food, and they play worse. It's going to create so many question marks. You know, like, what is going on?
I don't think anyone knows what's going on here.
7.
And that was a force fight in the previous round. So it's like this was almost a bit of a gimme. And they did win the only few rounds they've picked up. One was the Tech 9 play from Floppy up towards A short. Saw this time though. The Immortal. Going to be tested in towards middle. Double incendiary to deny access. Does do just that, but doesn't do a ton of damage. Flashbang over the top for Saw now. Going to be focusing his efforts towards Guardian. They're looking for the B split. They really have not learned their lesson this B side of the map. Maybe go towards the elevators instead. That looks to be the case. Oh my days, Kingsan. He does enough damage. 2.5 will do.
He was actually so flashed, and he still somehow just managed to line up almost a perfect spray there. So I think any real dream at the moment of sort of surprising them in this round probably got done right there. Saw calls it out. He spots both the last players, so they know everything at the moment. Tessa's nearly getting timed on that peak. That would have been very awkward. Actually is still in a very awkward position. That new hole in the wall there, but Saw will pick up the last kill. He's up to 8 now. Oh, he's playing so well.
Thankfully, like, it's a pretty forgiving format here. Like, if
Sure.
you don't make it through, you've got the showdown as well, though you've got some time to recalibrate, but this is not the complexity you want to see at all.
No, it isn't. Start of the season. Definitely a lot of players want more. I mean, this lineup has been working very well, but obviously, like the analyst desk we're talking about too, just sometimes the floor of the team could just drop out beneath them, and that's it. Grim goes down, Holzer's tagged up.
It's just like, what have we seen? We saw a nice Tech 9 round from Floppy, which broke the economy.
Yeah, that's
Then you got a couple of rounds after that.
not much more, unfortunately. Holzer's been getting some kills, but a lot of them have kind of been less impactful. Tessa's up here again, high ground potential. Does get the dink onto a leash, but can't quite bring him down.
Need this one, complexity, last round of the half.
Holzer inching his way forward, trying to see if he can find the right position. Does get jiggled out of that first shot, so they know what's coming next here. 40 seconds and a nice shot from Holzer. Saw does get one in return and puts a little bit more pressure on. Doesn't really want to peek into that AWP, and who can blame him? Oh, moving forward now, it's just Saw alone against 3, and there should be no way to win this one. JT will bring him down, so an 8-4 scoreline at the end of the half.
You just feed me one of those for each game, Anders, I'll be good to go.
All right,
We'll see what we can do.
we'll arrange it. We'll set it up for you, Henry. No doubt. We'll get some, some early morning cartoons. Something to go with it.
That would be lovely, actually. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. 8-7, but bear in mind, very expensive round in the previous. Heroic can squeak this one out. Finances will be in a dire state. Nerds with a nice boost towards middle, finds a liege at the Guardian box. It's being exchanged now. An advantage, Heroic. Really important round here. Loss bonus will be at absolute bottom of the barrel, $1,400 per player. The Org, not the most ideal weapon for this sort of scenario, not known for its close quarters combat. And it's going to be Shush finding the advantage. Like I said, look at the money. So they're going to get $1,400. Floppy fully invested, JT and Grim. Yeah, the money's in a pretty rough spot here. That's Tassis' efforts with the Deagle. Okay, that round was everything. This game just got very spicy.
Oh yeah, it's on once again. Some money on Heroic, enough to buy into this round. Flashed forward around the corner, Grim to just mow them down with the MP9.
That's back-to-back little gimmick plays now with the MP9 from Grim. The run boost before, boosted on the mid-box this time, flashed in, gets himself
It's their home map.
a nice double kill for his troubles. Upgrading now to the rifle, at least eventually. He's hoping that middle will be clear. As we see the utility exchanged, should be easy pickings now for the likes of Complexity, unless Saw goes absolutely ham. Not going to happen. Their finances starting to dwindle now as well. They're in half-buy territory.
That's a lot of firepower.
Yeah. Could do a lot of damage. B-Rush. Breached by the utility, mowed down by Floppy. Gets himself an early hat-trick. Round over. Complexity will be the first to post double digits here. 10-9, guaranteed.
I think they needed a bomb plan in this round. This is going to be hard to deal with. Saw and Nerds just not even being given many opportunities. Nobody's really peeking from that CT side, so you're not getting any free kills, any free runs onto the bomb side either. Nerds hoping he could do better than Tessus earlier with the Deagle, perhaps?
He would have to do something unbelievably good.
Spotted. That's how careful he is. Nicely done. Expect nothing less from Elige. If he can get warmed up even a little bit more, I mean, that's surely going to...
It's looking like he can get a third map now, and you're right. Like, if he can just start to have his own sequences and start to dominate a few rounds, they should be fine here.
Yeah. He's... Okay. Maybe. Doesn't look like a middle all-in, but It is an 11-9 scoreline. So Complexity just 2 rounds away from picking up this map. Tessus, a lot of pressure being put on JT here. You must know he's in trouble. Some backups being called for. I think Grim is trying to help out, but Tessus knew that. He knew they had to try and rescue that player from back there, and now they're hunting down JT. Nice shot from Holzer. That's actually sick.
Yeah, he has looked unbelievably good with the rifles today. Like I said, there hasn't been many orbs, but on this A bomb site, M4, AK-47, he's looked red hot. 21 kills to his name as well, and he's not backing down. He wants more of these duels. He's willing to take these fights. Flashbang comes through, continues to find kill after kill. Elite looking for a double now. Into the 2 versus 1. Elite got his work cut out for him, and he can't hold on. Shush with the double to find double digits for Heroic. That's a big...
Disappointing, that's all I'm saying, you know?
Hey, it's going to be a long tournament. This is day 1.
Well,
and to be fair, we had standard galore today. We've had back standard, so well, I can't do too much of that.
All right. We'll give you another couple of days then.
Yeah.
There is a chance for it here at the very least. Nerds should be winning this fight, and he will be. Giggling in the corner. Tessus will take down JT, and it's on. 5 versus 3.
Balls out, though. It's been so impressive. He's gone back to the M4 now. He's even dominating with that. Like,
I love it.
The moment he brought out the AWP, sure, we know he's a world-class AWPer, but the way he's playing with the M4s today, keep him on the rifles. God damn.
He wins the fight against Tessus, so that's a bit of a start. Floppy setting the flashbang high to set himself up for a kill. It'd be on Shush. No one was even really looking for him, so that's interesting. Molotov gonna land in the back corner, so that forces him into the fight, and Kicksan's there to capitalize. Grim is the only one with any real health right now.
Let's see if Grim can close this out, finding the win. All will be forgiven for that quiet performance on Ancient. Nerds, though,
it's a free kill,
really nice flank.
What?
Oh, he's got no HP. He probably goes down here. Somehow gets away with it. It was close. And Horzak with 18 points of health himself. It's going to be 12-11 by the looks of things here. Okay, it's fine in the end. They got a bit dicey for Heroic, but they...
15-12, ladies and gentlemen.
The vibes are immaculate.
Yes, they really are.
It's beautiful to see, and this could be the end. 1 round will do it, Anders Bloom.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's fellow Dane Shush to open things up, finds a stunning headshot on Floppy. Opening kills and maybe overstepping the mark there. That was ambitious from Tessus. The long-range M4A4 spray into the kneecaps. Didn't have to happen, but it has. And they're back into this round. Horzak deploying the heavy artillery with the AWP.
Oh, look at how much they're rotating away from B, though. Heroic, I mean, they're kind of gambling a little bit. Shush is kind of near the B bomb side, but he can rotate into A very fast. So let's see if this works out. They're pushing forward to try and catch them on the ramp. This can actually be a bit of a shock for Complexity. They might not quite be ready for this. Also gets a nice flick of that AWP. All right, they were ready for it. Saw has to get both, and he just can't quite do that. Also will come back into it. He's up to 25 kills at the moment. If not for him, I don't think Complexity are even in this position, but Shush against 3. He's traded places with them inside of the smoke. They're going to get the bomb planted, and for the minute, they have no idea where he is.
Oh dear. Not like this, Complexity. This would shatter the morale and end the game. Shush in a 3 versus 1. He slips the net for the first, but now they know exactly where he is. He takes on a leash. It's going to be a really awkward situation for Horzak. He's got 20 points of health.
Molotov.
Bomb ticking at some pace, though, and it looks like there's done more than enough. Shush needs to get his skates on here. He realizes it, gets in the smoke. Can't find the bomb just yet. And he taps it, but Horzak, more than enough wiggle room to work with there. Still the handshakes. And see if Heroic can continue to be a nuisance here. It's going to be Nerds to the AWP over towards B this time. He will be tested. Drops down the grenade. Powerful grenade. That's less than you think, though. 19 damage towards JT. That's more like it. That's an absolute stinker of an aid.
That is actually kind of devastating. Nerds going to be really careful here. He'll make it back around the corner before they can hunt him down, but it looked like they were about to get him. Some more grenade damage. This time it's Saw, though, burning alive. He's Shush on the bomb site itself, and he'll get a great double spray down. Keeps the madness up, a 3rd kill. And now he's up hunting with the USB Liege inside of the smoke, trying to stay alive, trying to keep this on. He needs 3 kills, and he needs to be flawless in this clutch.
Can't throw this one, boys. Another huge advantage. 3 kills from Shush to open things up here, but it's a Liege. One of the best players North America has ever produced. We have to keep the dream alive here for Complexity. He has got time on his side, a minute on the clock to work with a smoke on his utility belt as well. Drift is very low, deals with him. But unfortunately, there's just too much to deal with, and it's a 2